15 subscribers. Actually, I think I have 21 now, so I'd say I'm pretty popular now. Yeah, I want to make a video about how I sold my hair. It only took a few weeks and I got $500 out of it. Pretty fucking cool. You know, I'm not gonna curse. It was pretty radical. It was pretty sweet, dude. I'm making a video because I couldn't find any help online for some reason, which was so stupid, so maybe I can help some people out there. There's a couple videos in here. My hair was down to my butt and it was looking kind of nasty actually. Oh my god, it was basically a scarf. It was so heavy that I couldn't even put it in a ponytail anymore. It would just sag down. So I'm just gonna show the website now. This is the website I used, called buyandSellHair.com. Yeah, it doesn't seem, I don't know, it doesn't seem very trustworthy, I guess, but it definitely worked for me. And you're gonna get creepy messages. I got the creepiest message. Actually, I'll add a screenshot right now. You'll also get a lot of messages from people who say that they'll give you like $2,000 if you get a buzz cut or if you get a pixie cut, which I don't know if you're crazy, you can do that, but anyway, I'm gonna show the website. My ad ended a long time ago. It's $14.50 for 3 months, which is the cheapest that I could find for all of the selling hair websites, which I don't know, it's not even that bad. And so my description, I lied a whole bunch and said that I was gonna buy my family a present, but really I just used it to buy a plane ticket to Australia. Oh wait, no, I used it to go back to America, but now I'm in Australia anyway. I'll talk about that later. Here's my ad, and you can read it if you want. Basically, I just talked about how I wash my hair every couple of days. I brush it once a day. I don't ever treat it or anything. By that, I mean I don't dye it or anything, which is what the virgin means. And then I also added that I'm super healthy, even though for breakfast I had like 10 pounds of butter, and I added a couple of tags that are like 20 inches. Beautiful, blonde, highlights, long, strawberry blonde. And then you're allowed to upload 4 pictures, and the 4 pictures that I would recommend would be your hair from the back, just straight and in the sunlight. And I photoshopped these pictures a little bit so they look a little bit prettier, but you probably don't have to do that. So one from the back, one where it's braided or twisted or something so they can see, I don't know why they want that one. You need one in a ponytail, or you can just have it hanging down your back, and you're gonna need a measuring tape alongside it. I only add centimeters, even though I'm selling to people in America in inches, so I just converted it, as you can tell at the bottom. So I sold mine for 20 inches, and you can actually do a price calculator, but I'm gonna keep showing you the rest of the pictures and then I'll go back to that. So you're gonna need a picture of the back with the measuring tape along the side, and then you're gonna need the measuring tape around your ponytail so that they know how thick it is. This one shows 9 centimeters, which equals 3.5 inches. And now I'm gonna show you the calculator. Actually, I'm just gonna Google it. Maybe it's in the guide. Actually, there's a whole guide in this thing. They tell you how to do it. You don't even need me. But just so you know, that noise in the background is Sebastian playing his little World of Warcraft card game that he's so obsessed with.
It's called Hearthstone.
Yeah, he defends it every time I call it his little World of Warcraft card game. Anyway, now he's flipping me off. Anyway, I'm gonna show you the hair calculator. You just have to search that on Google and it should come up. But this one is a different website. So this is how I guessed how much my hair would sell for. So mine was 20 inches long. It was 3.5 thick. I have blonde hair. The hair that will sell for the most is red hair, and then blonde hair, and then basically every other hair color but black, and then virgin hair. So this says $515. I put mine up for $500 or best offer. Another way that I was checking how much my hair should be selling for, I just went to my category, which was 15 to 20 inches long, and then I was just looking through there and seeing how much they were selling their hair for. And sometimes it'll say sold on it, so you'll know for sure that's how much money that they got for their hair. So you can just go and get good examples by looking at other people's. So after I got it posted, I put my little description. You're gonna wanna have to try and sell your hair within the first 2 weeks, because that's when it's gonna get the most exposure, because if you go to home, then your hair will be at the very top once you post it, and it'll slowly make its way down this page, and it'll just keep going back and back and back, so people won't want to keep going back when they could just look at the ones on the very top. I got a shit ton, I got a buttload of messages.
That's not any better.
Yes, it is. Butt is a bad word, but it's not as bad a word as the S word, so I'm saying butt.
A lot.
Okay, I got a lot of messages within a few hours of posting it. Most of them were creepy. Actually, I only got one message that was from a normal human being. I was torn between this one guy. He was super creepy, but I think he wanted to give me $550 for my hair, and the normal lady wanted to give me $500. And I was like, well, it's $50. Do you know how many M&Ms you can buy with $50? Do you know how many ice cream scoops you can buy with $50? So I was really thinking about it. And I told the lady that I was kind of nervous about selling my hair because I had had my hair. It had been growing for 5 years. So the lady, she said, well, I'll just give you a $25 tip so you can feel better about it. And she's also paying for the shipping, which you might want to add into your description, that you want your customer to pay for the shipping because you're going to want to insure it. It's an expensive thing that they're paying for, and if it gets lost, then that's not good. And you're going to want to pay for also confirmation that it was delivered, which I don't know, there's some post offices where they automatically do that, but you're going to have to ask. I had to pay extra for it. I think it was only like $3 or something. So I thought that was worth it because if it gets lost or something, then you have the insurance. And also they could try and rip you off. They could try and say, oh, well, I didn't get the package, even though they did, but you don't have proof that they did. Just checking if it's still recording. Anyway, so yeah, you're gonna wanna get those two things with your shipping, and it'll come out to be, I don't know, $12. So you get it sold, you get someone who wants your hair. The next step is to get your hair cut off. So you set up your appointment, you go to your hair lady. You might wanna bring a couple of small rubber bands because when I went, I didn't bring it, and she didn't really have, it was enough, but she didn't have very many. She'll put your hair in a couple of ponytails, and I actually have the video, and maybe I can add that. She didn't cut it even. She actually had to put one ponytail like way down here and then one way up here, but ended up being just fine. So I had a whole bunch of ponytails. Well, I can add that.
Nice one.
Thank you. My hair was completely gone, and it felt so weird. My neck, it felt naked. My head felt 5,000 pounds less heavy. I didn't have to like constantly pull my head forward anymore, but it felt really good to have it all chopped off, and it was just laying in my lap like a little baby. So after you get your hair cut, you take your hair home. I put mine in a plastic bag, which was kind of stupid because they have a lot of friction, so my hair was just like wiggling everywhere in the bag. And then I decided to put it in some what's that paper called when you're wrapping stuff and it's really thin? It's like Bible paper, but it's not. It's like really big Bible paper. Yeah, tissue paper. So I put it in tissue paper because there's less friction. And I put it in a plastic bag just to make sure if the box got wet or something. Then I had already bought my postage. My camera just turned off, so I was just ranting about how the post office was grumpy. So you ship it off, then you send them your tracking information. That's it. You just have to say goodbye to it. This is your new life now. Here's how I did it with the money.
I just think you should maybe look into the camera a bit more.
Here's how I did it with the money. She sent the money before I mailed it. I decided to do it with PayPal because they have that little insurance thing going on. I paid for them to make sure their money wouldn't get stolen from them by me, I guess. I think it was like a 3% fee or something. It wasn't too bad. I think it was around $50 out of the $550 that I got. I ended up just getting a flat $500, which was still a lot of money. I mean, you could buy like 5 shelter dogs for that money. Maybe 6, or you could buy a shit ton of gravel, or you could buy like a couple gallons of water, and then
You're high.
and you could also get like a bunch of rubber gloves. So I recommend PayPal. That was my point. Don't do it in cash. Just don't do that. It's just no. Just so that was the end of it. What?
I love it.
And we need to go to the grocery store. We need to buy about 5 packages of butter because Sebastian won't stop eating butter. Just raw.
It's not butter. No, it's dairy spread.
It's fake butter. You send your hair off.
Just fake.
People will be like, oh my god, all your hair is gone. You'll be like, yeah, I got $500. You'll be like, holy shit, how? And you'll be like, it's a little black magic. You actually watched this entire thing. Thank you. Please subscribe below. Well, goodbye. Thank you for watching.